Plastics are part of the everyday convenience of modern life. From the food we eat to the beverages we drink, plastics are everywhere. But along with this ease of lifestyle comes long-term consequences for our planet. ASU biodesign researcher Rolf Halden has published one of the largest literature reviews on the effects of plastics on the environment and human health.
But I think what the work that we published here shows is that there's good and bad choices to be made in the types of plastics you pick and then the uses for which you pick them.
Two plastic-related chemicals are of critical concern for human health: bisphenol A, or BPA, and additives used in the manufacturing of plastics, which are known as phthalates. BPA is a basic chemical building block of plastics. Its bonds can break down over time, causing toxic effects.
And we've known about the adverse effects of these building blocks for decades, and yet we reached the decision that we can mass manufacture this material, and now slowly around the world people begin to recognize this, and also in governments, and begin to restrict some of the uses.
Halden says that wherever you have food in contact with plastics in conjunction with heat, there's an opportunity for plastic chemicals to leach into the food.
In most cases it's greater than 90% of the exposure comes from ingestion. If we take a sample of your urine or blood, we can analyze it and we'll find a number of plastic components. So there's no doubt that the average person gets exposed to plastic materials. The question is, are these levels safe or not?
In addition, society needs to look at its everyday choices when a single decision can have an enormous impact on the environment for thousands of years.
30% of the plastic that's manufactured worldwide is used as packaging. We produce about ½ pound of plastic waste per person per day in the USA. If you have something that has a useful lifespan of a few minutes, you don't want to create a legacy waste that lasts 1,000 to 10,000 years.
Halden says that society ultimately needs to be better educated to make more informed choices with their pocketbook.
So in addition to the commonly known 3 R's, reduce, reuse, recycle, we can add rethink and restrain. What do these 2 additional R's do in terms of improving the overall message? They allow for switching to different and safer materials. The rethinking. We have to rethink some of our lifestyle choices. We don't need plastics everywhere. And then the restraint is that we can do a lot of things, but we can do them only for so long.
One of the more promising choices is the use of plastic materials that are better for the environment.
There's the very attractive polymers of which we don't use very much right now, and these are plastics that are produced from renewable materials with renewable energy, and that are biodegradable and that are non-toxic by design, meaning that the building blocks of the material are benign and non-toxic, and so you don't create potential problems.
Making these choices will not only be better for the environment, but also decrease our addiction to the ultimate source of current plastics: oil.
What we know for sure is that we're going to run out of cheap oil. It might not happen, tomorrow, but it will happen in the next decades. And as the oil becomes more expensive, we have to make major adjustments in our entire lifestyle. All the choices, all the things we do on a daily basis will be impacted by that.
Only then will society begin to make the right choices for a more sustainable world.
But there's opportunities today also in terms of moving to safer products and moving to better choices and reducing, reusing, recycling, but rethinking and restraining some of the behaviors that we have developed and that show that are unhealthy to us and unhealthy to the planet as a whole.